You poor naive chump.
We can warm up for a second and then go into it, because I did want to do a mini intro since this is technically a season 3. I'm calling it Jimothy. No, I'm calling it PlaidCast 3000.
Do we need a new musical intro for season 3?
If you're willing to make one, sure. I was thinking about doing it. I haven't fully figured out everything. I just know that this is our fucking year, brother.
Yeah, I mean, we could mix it up a little bit. You got a particular soundbite you'd like me to use?
I have a couple in mind for when I thought I was going to make music last year.
No, we can maybe workshop it then.
Okay. Well, I guess we kind of did the cold open anyway. We got into it pretty fast. I'm warmed up if you are.
I just have one question for you.
Okay.
How do you prefer your orange juice?
I don't with tequila.
You're not an orange juice kind of guy?
Nah, I'm not a fruit guy in general.
Right. You don't like vegetables or fruit, I remember.
No, I like vegetables. Vegetables are... me and vegetables have a pretty good relationship.
You do now. I remember you wouldn't eat vegetables at all when you were, like, growing up.
Yeah, I mean, when I started wrestling, my mom was like, you can't eat Cheetos every night. You have to eat something healthy. So she'd make, like, steamed broccoli.
Steamed broccoli's the GOAT, bro.
Honestly, and I don't know how she did it, but she made that shit taste so good.
What I like to do if I'm feeling hella lazy is I always have Parmesan cheese in my house, like regular, not the stuff in the on the shelf. Like I have to buy
grating.
Yeah, I buy it refrigerated, and I'll just take steamed broccoli and just a little bit of Parmesan, and then some lemon juice, maybe some soy sauce if I'm light on the Parmesan, and then that's all I need, bro.
My mom, I don't necessarily know how she does it. I think she has lemon juice to it, but fresh green beans. I'm talking about like favorite vegetable. Like this is how I would, if I could have it for every meal I could. It has to be fresh though.
Yeah,
fresh green beans in the pan. Heat up some soy sauce. Put like bits of diced garlic, like minced garlic, usually from like a jar.
So jar.
Put the garlic in. Yeah. Put the green beans in there. Saute it for a while. I think add a little bit of lemon juice. I for the life of me, I don't know. But I love that shit so much. However, if it's been in the refrigerator for more than like 2 minutes, absolutely not.
Yeah, because
once it goes in the refrigerator, it's ruined.
I could make that for you easily. I could make that for Thanksgiving.
You would have to like live here. I wouldn't let you leave.
I could just teach Kelly how to make it.
So Kelly cooks too. That I was about to say, well, I'm the cook in the family, but that's not really true. We both cook, but we both cook. I know how to do it. I just don't know how my mom does it specifically. That's all.
She'll tell me. Let me call her real quick.
I mean, she probably would love to talk to you. She asks about you every single time I call her. I call her like once a week. She's like, "How's CK?" And I'm like, and usually it's like, "Well, I haven't seen him in a while, but we played games the other day or whatever."
Unless you hear otherwise, I'm more or less okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Now here lately, I haven't told you all the shit that's been happening to me, but
no, it's kind of been a week since we've actually spoke.
Yeah, and in that week, so much of my life has fallen apart. Like, I'm being dramatic, of course. It's nothing that deep. I'm
gonna put this in the trailer.
The starter of my dryer died. So
the starter?
Yeah.
Well, you have a gas dryer.
No, it
Got to pull the ripcord.
there's an electric starter, and sometimes it'll just short, so I have to replace that because I don't want to call apartment
Oh
maintenance.
yeah, because you're illegal. Well,
Yeah,
not you, but you're harboring illegals.
I have 5 fugitive.
Furry fugitives.
Yes, it's not ICE who's gonna knock on my door. It's probably the
It's
animal
mice.
control. It's mice. And that's as much as we'll talk about that subject. So don't expect anything else.
No, that's all. We
That's
don't.
all
You know,
got.
we don't get political here, even though everything's political. But that's yeah. We're yeah no. We're not yeah no. This is PlaidCast 3000. We don't talk about politics here.
Is that like Andre 3000?
Maybe if I
Is that-
remembered who that
so-
was.
Does that make
I'm
me
not into
outcast?
actors.
Oh,
I know he does music. I just I needed to sound as white as possible.
look, I'll just say the one song you probably know by them. It's Hey Ya.
Oh, okay. That's like the white people song.
Yeah, I would agree.
That and Journey, that one song. God, I'm so white I don't even remember the name of that one. Don't Stop Believing.
I hate Journey. We have this conversation all
You
the
hate
time.
Journey?
I do.
Have we had this conversation?
Every time we would go to an event throughout our childhood, and
Oh yeah, like
play
Homecoming.
yeah, it's always just Journey. What is it? What's that?
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, the One Republic or whatever, fucking Counting Stars song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's always the same.
That was
shit.
like the white girl anthem also.
Yes, I know. Believe me, I know.
That's when young boys got their first twerk. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't like the thoughts.
Okay, here's what's happening. We're in a weird combination here. I'm sleep deprived and CK just woke up. This is a horrid combination. It needs to be the other way around.
Yeah, I'm way funnier when I'm sleep deprived.
And I'm not funny at all.
But yeah, so my dryer's down right now. What else? Yeah, I said my life was falling apart. That's really the only thing bothering me right now. I gotta wait for the part to come in from overseas, so I can't.
Yeah, that sucks that you have to do that. I mean, you could just hide all the cats in the dryer. They would never think to look there.
If I put more than 2, it's like one of those puzzles where you have to like the wolf and the duck.
Oh, the wolf and the goat and the cabbage.
Yeah. Because some cats get along with other cats, but other cats don't always get along with some cats.
Right. That riddle is so stupid because it's like I know how to solve it. I just couldn't tell you. It's like you have to have the wolf with you in the boat the whole time, essentially. And you have to keep bringing stuff back and forth. It's like those those little baby toys where like it's 3 pegs and it's
and
like
the
5
rings.
rings. Yeah. And the rings can't stack backwards.
Is that the kind of D&D puzzles you gave to your wife?
No, actually, I think I have. Okay, I have one written down that I want to. Okay, so my wife has never played D&D before, and I think in live streams you and I have talked about it, but definitely I'm not 100% sure if we talked about it on the podcast because the last actual podcast we filmed, we didn't. I don't think we were talking
That
about
was
it at
3
all.
months
But
ago, dude.
yeah. And anyway, so we're the 2 of us and our wives and possibly others. We want to start a D&D campaign, but my wife has never done it before, and I've never DM'd before. So, and I was wanting to try my hand at it. And I was like, let's take one day out of the weekend, and let's just kind of have like a little mock thing. It doesn't have to be like, oh, like make your character sheet and I make this whole world up. We'll just do a quick premise of a dungeon and how you get there, essentially, just so you can see the basics. Because I don't think she really, I mean, she like you know, on TV they're always like, oh, you could just use your imagination, and that's like the end of use your imagination. There's no rules except all this math. Like that's the joke in all the TV shows. So I made a little quick one for her. I want to see how you, as someone who's somewhat experienced in D&D, would get through this puzzle. I mean, I'm not going to go through the whole, oh, you're in a dark tavern, you know, whatever. Just, you're in an empty room. It's the beginning of the dungeon. The first room you enter, there's just a door in front of you. The door slams behind you. And above the door that you're supposed to be entering into is a plaque that says, every proper beginning deserves a proper end. Or, hold on, I wrote it down. I'm ruining this. A proper beginning leads to a proper end. That's the whole scenario.
I just walk out the door I came in.
It's locked.
I'll knock on the door.
Oh, what the hell? So record timing on this one.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, that's the whole puzzle, is that you're basically just supposed to knock on the door and then it opens. I'm a little upset that you got that so fast. I was hoping that would take up like a good 10 minutes of this.
Yeah, no, that was easy.
Okay, great. Well,
Yeah.
So from what I was reading and researching, people who have used that puzzle before, it took a whole party like a couple hours to get through that. Maybe 30 minutes to an hour.
Well, a lot of time
to get through that puzzle.
You gotta understand, you put me in there in a bubble, right? So I kind of understand.
Yeah.
And you also gave me the context earlier that it was meant to stump people who overthink. So I just went.
Oh yeah, I forgot I told you that.
I went for Occam's razor there. Okay, I'll try to open the
Right.
door. If that doesn't work, I'll knock on the door.
Yeah.
If that didn't work, I was gonna try like turning the handle or something. Like,
Yeah, like as if it wasn't locked. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess I gave you more context than I thought.
you gotta be careful with me, man. I I retain that information. Like, I am a dangerous party member.
Yeah, like I can't even give you an ounce of leeway.
Like,
Can't even hint.
You better make sure that you have this crafted well, because
Yeah,
I'm
know.
gonna deduce the
You're gonna break it.
the BBG immediately.
I have a very hard time lying to Kelly, as every good husband should. But like, even in general, like if I feel myself trying to lie about something, even if it's like in a joking way, I'll break immediately. Like, I do not have a poker face. I mean, I can control it sometimes. Like, I can make it work out, but like 9 times out of 10, you know I'm lying because I'm fucking laughing my head like internally. And I almost lost it at one point for no reason. I think it was like yeah, there was another room that had 3 colored doors, and the setup was that you couldn't enter. Okay, so the plaque doesn't matter, but basically, if you walked through one door, you were fine. But if you tried to open multiple and go through another, you would get killed or whatever. But Kelly kept almost backtracking to go through the other door because all she had in front of her was a wall in the next room, and I kept almost like losing it because I wanted to tell her, like, you don't need to do that, but also that would have ruined the game,
Right.
if I did.
Well, I already know. We've discussed this a couple of times now, but our sessions, depending on which one of us is leading, is going to be so dramatically different.
I agree.
But, like, in a good way, right? Because I
Yeah.
feel like like I'm really focused on the immersion and the storytelling, and I think you're really focused on the fun.
Yes. I want people to have a good time. I want people to... I like the idea of having a real story, but also being able to laugh at it. Have a good time with it.
Yeah, I think I might full send on the story that I wanted to try.
Go for it.
Because I think, yeah, just to give the audience a little teaser, I had a campaign that I was writing where the whole realm gets affected by wild magic. So now, for whatever reason, every time anyone casts through any means, like charisma casters, wisdom casters, everything, there's a chance to wild surge. And I haven't decided if it's going to be unique to each class or if it's just going to be a unique set of wild surges for the campaign. I think I'm leaning towards the latter.
You're doing that on purpose because I want to play as a bard.
Oh, no. See, I was going to go the extra mile and make all the party members have pre-written character sheets, but
Oh, okay.
but they can't remember their stats. So I'll have
I like that.
you guys will get a blank character sheet with the character's name on it, and you won't know what class you are or anything. But you guys will be like level 5 adventure, level 4 or 5 adventurers. So you'd have some stuff under your belt. You just wouldn't be able to remember
Right.
it.
Okay. I like that idea. I've seen that a couple times. Like, not like, oh, I've seen this in a campaign, but like, because I get a lot of curated content now.
I think combining those two ideas might be a little too much. So
I like having a whole system in place while we're also trying to figure ourselves out.
So I think I'll do the wild magic campaign as one, and then I'll do an amnesia campaign.
That sounds fun.
And I think I'll make the amnesia one like Dark Souls inspired.
Okay. I can dig that. I want to have a practice session because I'm surprised. Kelly, I know you're watching this. She actually said that she was fine with, being recorded for a session. And if you guys don't know, we have another channel called The Brothers, where we are going to get up to shenanigans over there. So you can check that out if you like. If I remember, I'll link it down in the description. But she said that she was actually interested, but I'd like to just get every good session starts with a session 0, I'm pretty sure. Well, not session, but every campaign starts with a good session 0. So I'd like to maybe try that first, see how everyone meshes, and then we can go from there. So we're recording this in mid-January, the year of our Lord 2026. So last year around January, it was almost February by the time we took our Christmas decorations down because we're lazy, or at least I am. And now that we've been settled and we have our garage cleaned out and it was easy enough for us to take our Christmas decorations down, we got it down like around the acceptable time you're supposed to. And now I can judge my neighbors for all their Christmas decorations that are up. And I was already gonna make fun of this one dude, but he has like this huge tree, like not like tall, but like wide. It's like this wide tree. And the past, I guess it's been a full year, been there a year and a half. So the past 2 Christmas decoration seasons, they've just like lazily like wrapped a string of lights around the width of the tree, like on the branches, and that's it. That's the only decoration they have up. And I don't know if they're doing it to be funny or if they're doing it to be lazy, but it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I don't have any decorations to take down or leave up.
And it helps that you're in an apartment, I suppose.
I get people being lazy with the decorations, but I would have just skipped the first step and not put them up in the first place.
You personally, yeah. Makes sense.
Oh, I'm not like once I have a house, I'll definitely decorate for Halloween. Like,
Yeah,
I
I can see
hate
that.
kids, but I feel like I would definitely, if I wasn't out partying, I would, give candy out.
Dude, we haven't had kids the like both Halloweens that we've lived here. It's kind of sad. Like, it's not that I hate kids. It's more that like there's a lot of kids in this neighborhood, and I'm surprised that none of them come by. I think that's more of a modern day problem than a
Well,
neighborhood problem, though.
the meta now is like there's certain neighborhoods that everyone goes to.
And the trunk or treats.
Yeah, that part because it's safer.
Yeah, quote unquote safer. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just walk around the neighborhood. I mean, look, go to a trunk or treat too, but like why not also go during the night? Just go, you know. Well, it's also another thing that I've seen in so I'm in this Facebook group and I'm in another random neighborhood Facebook group that I don't even really know why I'm in it. But it's always like, when's Halloween this year? Like, when are we doing Halloween this year? It's like, dude, Halloween's the 31st of October every year. But they're always like, oh, are we doing it November 1st since it's a Saturday or a Friday or whatever? And it's like, that's not what Halloween. This is a kid's introduction to partying the night before work. You know, this is how they learn that.
That's a crazy statement.
I mean, right? I mean, isn't it though? I mean, don't you? I mean, I don't know if you ever went trick or treating.
Growing up, we would.
But like that was my introduction to staying out late.
Okay,
when you have to work the next day.
Growing up,
because Halloween would be on like a Wednesday, and you'd go trick or treating until like in my neighborhood like around 10:30.
Hey, depending on where I was
way
at,
past bedtime.
They would.
You'd come home, you take off your costume, you'd sort your candy, you'd be in bed by like 11:30. And then you have to be up by like what was it, like 6 in our school district to go back to school?
No, bro. Growing up, we did have times where we celebrated Halloween and went trick-or-treating on a day that wasn't Halloween. I think you might be the odd one out.
Me? Really?
Yeah, because like you said that to me, and I agree. Like we should just do it on the day. It is what it is. Because it gets dark early enough anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, I remember celebrating Halloween on like the 28th or like November 2nd.
Where was this at? Which neighborhood were you in?
It happened at least one time in Georgia, but I think most of the other times it was other states.
Oh, okay. 'Cause that was some Yankee shit then.
I didn't always live in the North.
Where else did you live?
I lived in Texas.
We don't have to get into this.
Yeah, I lived in Texas.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did. I do remember that.
I lived in Montana, in Idaho, and South Dakota.
Those were all north.
South Dakota's debatable.
I mean, it's the south of the Dakotas, but it's still
middle
north,
America.
I guess.
Breadbasket.
Look, I say anything higher than Tennessee is north.
That's fair.
Like, even Virginia, which is technically a quote-unquote southern state, I still see it as a northern state.
They're like southern mentality.
Yeah.
The southern
Like,
vibe.
you still got the pickup trucks,
Yeah.
but also the mayor is gay, you know?
Okay. I got a question for you because this has been kind of a hot topic issue at work here lately. But we have this guy, and he's trying very hard to defend himself. But he's trying to say that it's completely normal to just pour yourself a glass of 2% milk and just drink that.
Okay.
Regularly.
Yes. I say that's probably a sin all on its own, just because you should be drinking whole milk. Because it's like way more delicious.
I knew I was asking the wrong person.
I'm a certified milk drinker. What did you expect me to say?
All right, Zach, you found your kin. This is your long lost brother.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with drinking milk. I know like most of the population is lactose intolerant.
I just know he's listening to this, and I really thought you'd be on my side.
No, I'm 100% on his side, even if it is 2% milk. Like, dude, who cares?
You're just 2% less on his side.
Yeah. Like, if it was anything less, like if it was like a skim milk, that it wouldn't work. Like, that's weird. But like a 2%, I grew up on 2% milk.
Okay, I have a more.
That's why my bones are as strong as they should be.
I needed to know what the survey says down in the comment section.
Okay, all 5 of you, I need you to write a comment, and then I'm including you, Kelly. Spotify has comments.
Okay,
we've been over this. You're allowed to comment on Spotify.
I just need one of 3 answers: no pulp, some pulp, or
what in milk?
No. Orange juice. Orange juice.
Oh, you didn't say orange juice. Or if you did, I didn't hear you.
Anyway.
0 pulp in the milk. That's the only way to go. If you have pulp in your milk, it's expired, throw it away.
Ooh.
PlaidCast 3000. That's a statement right there.
But yeah.
No pulp in the milk. Throw it away.
No pulp, some pulp, or extra. I need to know. Me personally, so I gotta get my fiber up, so I'm going extra.
Okay, yeah. I mean, hearing the fiber argument, I should say extra pulp, but I also find orange juice just disgusting. So no pulp, because if I drink something and I feel something extra go down, I'm throwing up. I promise.
Hey, look, I know I'm the odd man out here. Most people are gonna say no pulp.
That makes sense.
Hey.
So yeah, Kelly, I know what you're going to say about the milk. You're going to be against it. But Kelly and the 5 other viewers, you need to comment about the milk. If drinking a glass of 2% milk regularly is fine, and if you take no pulp, some pulp, or an extra pulp in your orange juice.
I'm just going to double down and say that shit is not fine.
What?
Drinking milk.
Okay. I know we weren't going to get political, and I don't really think this is political. I think this is just something gross. Okay, so I'm just going to preface it with this. I know that drinking milk kind of is disgusting. Like, if I rounded the corner on my way to work and there was just a guy drinking milk on the side of the road, I'd probably throw up. But like, if he was drinking a soda, I wouldn't give a shit. So recently they've been kind of, the White House has been doing that whole like buy and drink whole milk constantly, you know, like they did back in like what, 2004.
Okay.
Who cares? Anyway, seeing all of these like old ass politicians drinking a glass of whole milk, it makes me want to quit milk entirely.
It's just unsettling.
Because, yeah, I don't have to watch myself drink milk. And maybe if I did, I would stop. But
next time you pour yourself a glass of milk, just stare in the mirror while you do it.
I'll try. I'll do my best. But yeah, I mean, it's gross. I get it. It's unsettling. I mean, if you think about milk for like 3 seconds, it's horrifying what it is. I get it. But it tastes so good. You dip cookies in that shit? There's a reason Santa wants milk and cookies.
Yeah, that's because they nerfed him. It used to be whiskey and cigarettes.
Give me that, Santa. That's what I'm going to tell my kids.
That would be really funny.
Bluebell just broke into my room. Speaking of Bluebell, if you're ready to move on.
Yeah.
So this is another one of those, we talked about it on a live stream, I think. we've been learning how to play with our cats better. Captain Baxter doesn't really like to get involved with playing too much. Like every once in a while, he'll like play with the kicker toy, and then maybe play with like a teaser, and that's it, like a little bit. Bluebell plays with herself. She loves springs. She goes after little toys all the time. She'll play with herself, and then Captain Baxter and her will play fight and run around. But so we were watching Jackson Galaxy video. You know, the guy from My Cat from Hell. You remember that show? Yeah. So he makes YouTube videos about like cat taking care of your cat and everything. And he has a really good video about getting your cat, like who would be a quote unquote wallflower, to get to engage and play. And we've been doing that basically to when the cats start panting, like actually panting because they're so tired. We'll stop, we'll give them treats, whatever. Captain, he's a big boy, so he doesn't get very far. He'll run around for like a couple minutes, he'll jump a couple times, and then he's pooped. Bluebell, she could run a country mile and not be tired. Like she's like, you have to run around with her really hard to get her tired. And Kelly and I were playing with her one night in the spare bedroom, and it's like a tight room with some stuff in it. And we were playing with her for a while. We were like, dang, she's not tired yet. We need to keep going. And I don't remember who had, it was probably me, but we had the teaser and we flicked it up in the air to get her to jump. And she jumped, turned, and she like smacked into a table. From Kelly's angle, it looked like she hit her head. And from my angle, it looked like she broke her fucking arm. So we were both like concerned already. And then she started doing that thing that like Roadkill does, where it like lays down and pants like really hard. And like gets up, walks a few steps, and then lays down again. And she just kept doing that, and we were like, ah, shit. We're about to pay off Captain Baxter's huge vet bill, and now we're gonna have a huge one for Bluebell, and she's probably gonna be a vegetable. So we were freaking out about that, but I mean, she's fine.
Yeah, I imagine once she was able to breathe, she was okay.
Yeah, but like we've never seen her, because this was like the second time we've ever played with them, and this was like the first time we've ever seen either one of them pant, and it was scary to see. Not coupled up with the fact that she hit her,
she fell, yeah.
That table, yeah, like it was pretty high. It was like if we were standing, it would be like belly button height down to like thigh, and then to the ground. I know but she runs into stuff constantly. She's well cushioned. We'll say that.
We will play with our cats until they pant all the time. Like some of them don't play at all.
That's good.
But like Misery loves to play. She really loves to chase lasers. So we'll get her to chase a laser till she's tired. Mimic will chase ice cubes or anything small that jingles.
Right.
And then they all like to smack the teaser toy around. I'll even get Happy Feet and Misfortune to play with that.
Nice.
So we'll have this open space in my living room since I don't have any furniture except for the piano. And I'll just have all the cats surrounding me, and I'll just be flicking the teaser toy past them to see if they'll try and grab it.
Yeah, we learned that we basically need to lock Bluebell away and get Captain to play first, because otherwise he'll just sit and watch, which is fine, but also we need him to get some exercise in, because otherwise he doesn't really get exercise. He'll chase after Bluebell a little bit, and that's it. There was something else that I wanted to say about that, but I forget. She's sitting in my lap right now.
Girl. I don't think I have any babies right now. No, they're all in the room with Bailey.
That's sweet. Yeah, Captain Bluebell, because I've been working nights. They like to cuddle up with her when I'm not home, especially Bluebell. Bluebell will sleep with us every night. Captain, not so much.
Yeah, I usually have both of the calicos in the bed, and then the other ones just kind of come and go as they please.
Yeah.
I have this huge scratch on the side of my mouth because Miss Fortune, I'm assuming it was her. She walked on my head while I was sleeping.
Are you the Joker now?
No, because she carved it in the wrong direction.
Oh, so now you're the
jonkler.
You're the Debbie Downer.
I'm the jonkler.
The jonkler.
Oh man, it's been a minute since we talked about DC Comics. Have you? I'm assuming you haven't looked at any of the shit I've been talking about the last few months.
Not really. You know, I'm not a comic guy. I did watch Superman though. I did end up watching it, and I enjoyed myself though.
It was a fun movie. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest superhero movie of all time, but
it is the greatest Superman movie though, for sure. I love that movie. It
that's
really,
a dangerous opinion, but I agree.
I don't care. I don't care. This is our podcast, PlaidCast 3000. Man, this is the year that we voice our opinions.
We endorsed the Superman movie.
Damn straight. And I don't know the actor's name, but that he was like a really great cast for him. I didn't love Pa. I always forget what his actual name is, but Superman's not dad.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't love that casting. I found his little speech like kind of hard to get through, but it was great. I liked it. It was a really good Superman movie.
Hopefully, they let James Gunn cook some more.
Please. He did so great. He's just a great director. It's like the Wachowskis. They need to let them do stuff. And who did the Lego movie?
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
I enjoyed the first Lego movie a lot. I really thought I was gonna hate it.
I did as well.
I really thought I was gonna hate it.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They did Clone High. They did the first season of Clone High. Well, both seasons, but they did Clone High, and which I fucking love Clone High.
Even the new stuff?
So good. No. I the only thing that I ever laughed at in the new stuff was Silly Leg Syndrome. And if you haven't watched it, you won't get it, and you shouldn't. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
Yeah, like literally one joke.
I forgot you stopped watching that to catch up on Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Do you like how I just slander your name for no reason?
I mean, I watched it. I mean, Kelly likes it. I liked it for what it was. It's not really slander. You're just making fun of me for liking something.
I didn't even know that was true. I really thought I was slandering you. That was entirely intentional.
No, we've talked about it. Well, because I wanted to make sure that I was supporting, indie
Vincy
artists who get big like that. Yeah, because, I mean, Hell of a Boss is something else that she worked on that I also
I liked the first.
Because
I liked
it was on YouTube.
The trailer, the teaser episode or whatever it was, the first one.
Wait,
I liked the pilot, and for the most part, enjoyed the second episode of Hell of a Boss, but it immediately just became Has Been Hotel Light.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It was good. I mean, I prefer Hell of a Boss to Has Been Hotel in its own ways, but I mean, I'm mostly just trying to support indie animators like that, like Amazing Digital Circus. I actually really like that show, and you should really give it a watch. It's finishing up this year. They have 2 more episodes to drop, and they're doing it this year. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that. It's nice because a lot of indie animators that I see, unfortunately, the art style doesn't catch me, and I don't want to stare at something that I don't want to watch. You know what I mean? Like, if it at least looks good, I'll try, and if it sounds good, I'll try.
Speaking of,
If
yeah,
you know what
no.
I mean.
Speaking of that thing, I'm going to take a brief aside here to talk about the latest episode of JJK. Like, that shit was actually just a 21-minute PowerPoint presentation.
Jujutsu
Yes.
Kaisen.
The,
I started watching that. I got 3 episodes in, and I stopped for some reason.
it's peak.
But I know I want to watch it.
You know, if Bailey likes it, it's got to be good, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's, I mean,
Just Jujutsu Kaisen and Bratz dolls.
well, I mean, if she likes something that's outside her element, that means it transcends.
Yeah.
It transcends fan bases. You gotta.
Yeah, I've only heard good things about it.
There's a lot of flaws. There's a lot of flaws, but a lot of it just comes down to, I think, the author is impatient. He's really good at telling stories and setting things up. Like foreshadowing, I would say, is one of his strong suits. But like I said, I think he gets bored with the current plot, and he kind of writes himself into corners sometimes, to the point where he just says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna end it this chapter by some." We're just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna force this ending here so we can move on to the next something else.
I totally, that's me. I can't get. I've been writing this dang thing for like a couple weeks now, like this D&D campaign for us, and I keep wanting to skip ahead. It's like, oh, but I want to get to the good parts. It's like, but that's not how that works at all.
Right.
We gotta be like Phil Lord and Chris Miller. We gotta make good shit. Like the Lego Movie, and they also did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
And 21 Jump Street, which Kelly and I watched recently, and I forgot how fucking funny that movie is. Have you ever seen it?
I think I started it. Not,
Dude, it's so fucking funny.
you know,
Like, at first, it doesn't look like it's going to be that funny, but you get into it, it's really funny. I don't remember if 22 Jump Street was super funny, but 21 Jump Street, definitely. I recommend everyone watch it. And if you've seen it before, watch it again. Speaking of Miles Morales and comic book characters, do you know that there's a controversy right now? A topical controversy that we can use in the thumbnail?
okay.
So apparently, everyone is like it's been quote unquote confirmed that Miles Morales' name, like Spider-Man name, is Spin. Like, you know how all the alternate universe Spider-Man have their own name?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can't be Spider-Man for whatever reason.
Okay.
But everyone's mad because it doesn't make sense. And some dude is like, oh, well, Spin actually means spider in Dutch. And that would be great, but he's Puerto Rican and African American.
Well, here's the thing.
So it doesn't make sense.
There's two ways this can go, and me being a comic book nerd, Spin is his Spider-Man name when he's not Spider-Man.
Yes.
But Spider-Man is also Miles Morales' name because he earned it. Peter Parker gave it to him. There's plenty of iterations of the Miles Morales story where it's him coming to terms with the fact that I don't want to be Spider-Man. And that's kind of the curse. You know, they have their own lives, their own ambitions, but being the Spider-Man means putting that aside for the better of the people. And that's like more than any other spin-off character or like alternate timeline Spider-Man, you know, a lot of them do have their own names, but I think Miles, like I said, he takes the mantle. Peter Parker gives it to him.
Like, in context, it's when there's multiple Spider-Man in the room, they're not just Spider-Man.
But even still, he's the you know, Peter Parker is the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then Miles is
Isn't it Ultimate Spider-Man?
I think so. Because there's ultimate.
But
There's
yeah,
ultimate,
that was like a thing recently.
amazing. There's the superior Spider-Man.
That was Doc Ock.
Yeah,
Right? I do know some things.
yeah. That whole comic book run was crazy. But yeah,
I'm one of those Spider-Man fans that's actually excited to see where the what's his name, Tom Holland Spider-Man story goes, because they're doing One Last Day.
I don't hate him as Spider-Man.
I think he's I think
We've agreed he's the
thing that's
best Peter
bringing
Parker.
that specific Spider-Man. Yes, I think he's a great mix of the two. Like Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield was a really good Spider-Man, and then Tom Holland's a good mix of the two. I think what brings down this specific Spider-Man is definitely the Marvel, like the MCU,
The
aspect
Marvelization of it, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, you have to make sure that the Avengers are mentioned, and oh, this specific hero needs to be set up for this movie here. You know,
Yeah,
it's
just, a lot of it just feels like we're checking boxes.
Yeah, I liked what they did with the Iron Man thing, actually, but that was like when everything was getting good, like for Endgame and stuff, when everyone was like super hyped about it, and then it just kind of went downhill. I'm marveled out. I've been marveled out for a while. I haven't. I think the last Marvel movie I watched, like with intent of continuing on to watch it, is Shang-Chi, and I fell asleep. That's how I knew I was bored with it.
Michael and I watched Shang-Chi in the Airbnb like 2 years ago when we went to MomoCon.
Did you guys love it?
It was... You know what? It felt like I was watching an old Jackie Chan movie with better special effects.
I can see that from like from the bit that I did watch.
It was all right.
I can see
we
that.
watched it.
I did watch Fantastic Four while I was editing one of our podcasts. I think I even put it in the description. I was like, hey, I'm not even gonna lie, I was watching a movie while editing this. I remember that being visually good. And it didn't really have the Marvel-isms because Fantastic Four in this setting was its own thing, which was really cool.
I was going to say something, but I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, was it my fault? Did I interrupt you?
No.
Okay. I've joined your ranks. I'm a Spotify premium user now.
I know you gave me a reason for it when you told me about it, but I completely forgot why.
Well, so I was using Apple Music because, iPhone, I think I got it. I don't know, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I had an Apple Music subscription since I turned 20. I'm 26 now, so for about 5 years I had an Apple Music subscription. And I kind of got tired of the things that weren't available on it. Like there were some songs I just wanted to listen to for whatever reason, and I'd have to look it up on YouTube just to hear it, and then at that point it's like, what's the point? So I got a YouTube Music subscription. I canceled my Apple, went to YouTube. I was like, I'm gonna try this out. We'll see what happens. I used it for like half a year, and I was happy with the selection, but I was not a fan of the UI at all. Like, if I wanted to listen to podcasts, they would play out of order. Not out of order, but it would be like you would choose like episode 60 of a podcast, and there's like 80 episodes. Instead of playing episode 61, it would play episode 59 after it. But only sometimes, because then sometimes the queue will pop up and it'll be in the right order for some reason. I don't know. I could give a shit at this point of explaining it. Because I usually listen to a lot of podcasts, like when I'm driving, working out, if I'm doing something in the garage, mowing the lawn, whatever. I'm usually listening to a podcast if I'm doing something while listening to something. And I wasn't a fan of it. And finally, at the end of this last year, I was jealous isn't the right word, but like I realized I've been missing out on the Spotify Wraps. And I was like, how are people going to look at my story on Instagram if I don't have a Spotify Wrapped? So I canceled YouTube. I waited because I was like, I want a really curated Spotify. So I waited until December 30th to make my account. And I got a free 4 months of premium. So I have 4 months of premium for free to try it out. And so far it's great. Like the podcasts is like really easy to listen to, like to binge and watch a podcast on Spotify, which is great. And then the music choices are better on Spotify. They always have. I mean, next to YouTube where people just post random shit. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it so far, for sure.
Yeah, I think
that was a lot of blah 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 for nothing.
Yeah, I'm a Spotify user. We just have a family plan.
I'm hoping me having a Spotify premium will up our views some.
Oh yeah,
since we post on Spotify and Apple and YouTube. Do you listen to like a lot of podcasts these days or no?
I check into one, maybe two, but not. I mostly just listen to music or video essays.
Yeah, that's so I want YouTube Premium because I do listen to a lot of video essays as well that weren't available. I thought that there were like some of those would be available on YouTube, but not the ones that I listened to. Yeah, I listened to. I mean, I've kind of fell off on Super Mega just because I don't know. I'm just kind of over it. I always listen to Distractable. They're fun to me for whatever reason. And then I've been listening to a couple of Legends of Evantris campaigns. I bring it up because what's I don't know how to word this because I mean it's not like a big deal, but how do you list? Are you usually like laying down or relaxing when you're listening to podcasts? Or are you at work or
work?
And you're like trying to listen to the words or whatever, right?
Yes.
Well, so I've been seeing a lot of ads for basically earbuds or headphones or whatever that you can wear while laying down. And every time they're like, oh, you can fall asleep to a podcast or a YouTube video or whatever. It's like, I don't understand. So don't get me wrong. I don't think that's bad. You're entitled or whatever, but I don't understand the point of having a podcast that you listen to just to fall asleep to. If that makes sense.
It could just be for noise. Like, you gotta understand, like, if it's a dude bro podcast, like what we do, does it really matter what the fuck we're saying?
No, I wanted to preface with like, if anyone's listening to this and they're trying to fall asleep, wake up. But I don't care. I don't care if they sleep through it. I mean, that's views for us. I don't care. But I don't, as someone who listens intently to the words that the podcast is saying, I wouldn't want to put on a podcast to fall asleep to, but I guess I understand what you're saying.
Well, I
like
watch
just for background noise.
I watch a streamer who happens to go live at 1 p.m. our time. Since he's foreign, so he's going live right when I go to bed, and I want to watch his videos, but I also know that it's going to be archived for me later. So I'll start watching it and like fall asleep to that, and then just like watch the rest of it later.
Okay,
or like I'll put on
sometimes
other streamers and just fall asleep to that. Like usually, if it's something I want to like pay attention to, it's an awake video. But I will definitely play content and like listen and watch it while I'm trying to fall asleep.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I do the same. Like Max G, I've been watching his stuff a lot recently. You know who he is.
Yeah,
I'm not whatever. He's been streaming a lot recently, and most of the time I don't I don't actually watch his streams because it's all games I'm not super interested in. The only streams that I've been interested in recently are his Red Dead 2 streams because he's never played it before, so it's fun to watch someone experience it for the first time. Yeah, I started watching his Dispatch streams, and I found myself falling asleep to it because I'd watch like 3 other Dispatch playthroughs. So I guess I get it. I understand. I'm just surprised that I don't know because I would think that if I saw that I watched something, I wouldn't want to go back. I don't know. I also have like major FOMO for some reason, even with things that are archived. Like if I put on something to make me fall asleep, I'll end up watching it anyway. Like I won't end up falling asleep most of the time. Like maybe music. Music, I can see myself falling asleep to that.
I get that. Sometimes I'll stay up later than I should watching the video that I put on to fall asleep to, but I'm normally pretty good about not picking something that I'm that interested in. Like I'll put
I think
on
we talked about this.
the history of a speed run or something like that.
I've been having this bad habit recently of coming home late, like 2 a.m. And I think I already told you this, but I'll lay down in the bed and I'll open TikTok or whatever. And for some reason, like during the day, it'll be all like the world's bad, here's what's happening, people are dying, blah blah blah, whatever. Like news that I don't like I try to keep up with, but like I have other sources for that to actually keep up with news. But like I see it, I try to stay informed, whatever. But for some reason, like as soon as I lay down in bed, the videos that are shown to me are just the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And it's not even like actually funny, it's like people falling down compilations. But it's like I don't know, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I end up waking Kelly up like almost every night, like for the past week and a half. And I feel bad about it, but also it's just
But you feel bad about it, but you still
shit.
doom scroll until you laugh and wake her up.
So what happens is like I'll end up finding something funny. I'll start like laughing. I'm kind of keeping it in, and then the next video is just like super funny, or like I'll look at the comments and they're like 10 times funnier than the actual video. And I'll have to like excuse myself, go like laugh in the guest room or like in the living room or whatever. I get the laugh out. But the problem is I go back into the bedroom, I lay down, I open the app, and it's the video I was just laughing at. So I end up laughing at the video again. I've woken this poor girl up like 4 or 5 times, probably even more, about stupid shit. So this is my public apology for that. I'm sorry, Kelly, my wife, for waking you up by laughing.
He saw a sign that said crisscross on his phone.
Oh, God. Have we told that story on the podcast?
We have.
Well, fuck it. PlaidCast 3000. We're telling it again. This is going to be our YouTube short clip for everyone watching on TikTok and on YouTube. So CK, Michael, and I were driving down to Gatlinburg. We were like, what, fresh out of high school?
Pretty much.
And we were driving to Gatlinburg. We left at like 3 in the afternoon, I think, and got there at like 8 p.m. No, it was way later. It was like midnight because there was a bridge out and we had to like go around. We had a very fun drive. But I tanked the whole drive. I got us there. And we were trying to find our hotel room. And there's this, I think it's a Christian museum, and it doubles as a church or something. I don't know, but we were driving by this sign, and I'm going to make a mock-up of the sign, or maybe even try to find the picture of it and put it on the video version just for you guys to see. But it doesn't matter what the caption was, but basically Christ was spelled out in like cursive letters until it got to the T, and the T was a cross. And all I could think of in my sleep-deprived brain was crisscross because of the cross. And like I was laughing so hard and so long we had to pull over because I was about to like hit another car and kill us. It was bad. It wasn't a good night.
Yeah, he started to he just said crisscross, and then he turned a full 180 while driving the car. So he's looking at me in the back passenger, and he's just like crisscross and starts swerving on the road. So me and Michael are freaking out. We don't know, like, it's not funny. No one else is laughing.
Well, because you guys didn't see it.
It's or not having
like if you had seen
no,
it. Okay, here's the thing: you had to have you had to have seen it, been as sleep deprived as I am. I think you would have found it funny if we all saw it together, but you guys ended up not seeing it. And actually, I thinking back, I may have even hallucinated the sign because the three of us went back down there to Gatlinburg. What, like 3 years ago, maybe 2, probably closer to 3. But we all went back down there. I could not find that sign for the life of me, like at all. And the same with. So Kelly and I had our honeymoon up there. Also couldn't find it. I couldn't say, and it follows the river. So either I imagined it or it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, they took it down. It was causing too many accidents.
Oh man, that was funny. That still makes me laugh. I mean, I guess it's not. I understand why it's not funny because it's just crisscross. It's just like a funny observation that you're supposed to like exhale your nose to. But I don't know. There was something about it that because I was reading it and then I just saw. I don't know. It may just be my dumb monkey brain. I don't know.
You know what I do know? Bye.
Okay, bye.
That's what racing is about.